Hi friends, in this episode we'll see important terminology words starting in B. First we'll see block wall. Block wall is a wall used for isolation of an equipment or a line. It is used to close a flow such as flow through a pipeline or out of a tank. Types of block walls include gate wall, ball wall and plug walls. And block wall can be locked either open or in closed position to prevent tampering or vandalism. Normally, black walls are used for full open or full closed condition. It will not be useful for throttling. Ball walls are normally used in PVC application, mainly for water handling. Plug walls are used in low pressure and low temperature services. Gate walls are used in most of the isolation for flow. Flow isolation mostly used in gate wall. It is used in all type of lines and tanks. This is a types of balls. This is a globe ball used for throttling, and this is a butterfly used for throttling. Gate wall, ball wall, and plug walls are used as a block wall to isolate the system. It can be used for full open and full closed condition for effective operation. We will see some more important terminology in the next slides. Now we can see next word starting in B, backwash. Backwash refers to pumping water backwards through the filter's media in a direction opposite to normal surface direction. If the surface is from top to bottom, then backwash is from bottom to top. Backwash is a form of preventive maintenance so that the filter media can be reused. So when the delta P across the bed exceeds 1 bar or the bed, whether it is precision filter or ICF, and any packed filtering media or the filtering bed is online continuously for 24 hours, then the filter bed is to be taken for backwash to remove the suspended solids or suspended particles settled over the bed. After isolating the filter, backwash is given. Normally, backwash is given after air scoring to lessen the bed, then water is given from bottom to top. Usually, they'll maintain 1.5 times the maximum flow to remove the dirt or suspended solid settled over the bed. Also, for every regeneration in day minutes, if the co-current injection is used, then backwash is given before admitting regenerants for every generation. Before every regeneration, that is service is from top to bottom, then the regeneration also is from top to bottom, then all the regenerant admitting is done only after doing the backwash. So backwash plays a vital role in water treatment plant. If the delta P across the bed increases for the 10 minutes also, then it will be isolated and be given a short while, backwash for a short while, then it can be taken online to resume to get more flow. So backwash play a vital role in water treatment. Next important word we can see buoyancy, the power or tendency of a liquid to keep a vessel afloat. The upward pressure exerted upon a floating body by a fluid. In other words, it is the pressure exerted by the fluid in which the object is immersed causes buoyancy, and the buoyant force experienced by the object is always upwards because the pressure of the fluid increases with the depth. You can see it in sea. If the sea depth is more, than buoyant force will be acting upwards more. A boat or a ship floating in the water and the floating of cork in water are examples of buoyancy. Center of buoyancy. The center of buoyancy is the center of gravity of the liquid displaced by the body immersed in it. Buoyancy normally reduces the apparent weight or objects that have sunk completely to the sea floor. It is generally easier to lift an object up through water than it is to pull it out of the water. So, people going for swimming in a river or a swimming pool, they will use life saving this one life buoy before for landing and are going in river for swimming. The laws related to buoyancy was discovered by famous Greek mathematician Archimedes, known as Archimedes principle, and it is used for floating. Interestingly, a ship will float higher during the winter season than during the summer season. This is a schematic diagram of buoyant force. Gravity pulling the weight of the boat, buoyant force of water pushing the boat upwards. This is the sea boat buoyant force acting upward, and this is the life buoy, life-saving safety gear. In any industry or all the industries, whether it is water treatment plant, storage tank or reservoir or wastewater ponds, you can see buoyant this life buoy safety gear tied with rope in side handrails. This is used to save the person if he falls inside the pond or any wastewater sump. So it is a must. You have to you have to see or you can see or you have to ensure this life buoy is tied in the sideways of the tank or some handrails in any type of industries. If you are going for boating in any river or in anywhere, that should contain this one life buoyancy. Some more material like a life jacket also should be worn by the person going for the boating. As I said, safety gear, the buoyant force is used or the buoyancy of the life buoy is used to save the life in the water. These are the important terminology starting in B. Do not forget to subscribe, share with your friends and colleagues. Put your like and comment. We'll see another important terminology in the next slide. In this slide, we can see important terminology starting in B. Blinding. Blinding is a method of positive isolation used in conjunction with lockout and tagout. That is LOTO. Blinding an equipment means installing a barrier between an isolation technique to prevent any release or exposure of the energy. In the approved locations as per the blind list prepared by the area operator, and it is to be attached with a blind tag with a removable portion which is usually kept along with the lockbox. Blinding is very effective where isolation valves are passing, opening vessels, columns, furnaces or reactors. It is also used where any equipment or piping is left open for more than 12 hours or the equipment or piping is left unattended in open condition. So blinding protect the employees from unexpected releases of hazardous energy where maintenance activities are carried out. So blinding play a vital role in all type of industries and maintenance service. So blinding is additional protection from hazardous energy beside the lockout tagout. The blinding tag contains a removable portion at the bottom. The top and bottom will be having the details of the equipment which is to be blinded and the number of location, a point of the location. Then the removed portion is kept in the lockbox that is mentioned here. These blinds are of two types, only standard blind, another is non-standard blind. Standard blinds are provided based on the requirements mentioned. It must have size, pressure rating, stenciled or steel stamped on the blind. Normally, the standard blinds are having the details of the pressure rating and size in the tiles. Sorry, this tile and this stencil. Another type is non-standard blinds. Non-standard blinds are used where location is too narrow to insert a standard blind or pressure test is not required and a end blind is used to prevent trash entering the equipment. Non-standard blinds can be used after discussion with the area owner or operator with the maintenance department. So where standard blinds cannot be provided, in that case non-standard blinds are provided. These are the three important types of blind. This is called spectacle blind or eight blind. Whether it is kept open or closed based on the service is online and this portion will be inside the line. When you want to isolate the line, then the flange will be loosened and this will be reversed, so the line will be blinded. This is spectacle blind. This is a spade. Normally, this is a standard blind. The rating will be here and mentioned here, stenciled or stamped here in this, and based on the size, this triplet or spade is provided inside in between the flange with gasket to line the pipeline. This is a spacer. You can see the difference between the blind and spade. Should not confuse with this one. So standard blind will be like this or spade, and it will be having the rating here. Non-standard will not be having the same thickness or rating mentioned here. It can be used for as and blind or pressure test is not required, and where the standard blade cannot be inserted. Hope you might understand the important terminology in B. Do not forget to subscribe, put your like and comment in the comment box, share it with your friends and colleagues. Normally these blind tags are put inside the lotto box, and after the completion of maintenance job for removing the lotto, plates are to be removed by comparing the removed tags which is provided inside the lotto box with the tags provided are tied with the blind flange. So this plays a vital role in additional isolation apart from lotto in all type of industry to prevent the release of hazardous energy for all types of maintenance activities carried out in any type of industries. Hope you might understand the important terminology starting in B in this episode. Do not forget to subscribe and share. We'll see with some more important terminology in the coming episode. Thank you very much.